Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, you are highly welcome. My name is Chidima. So guys, I bring to you the truth about Paul and Anita Okoye divorce saga. Guys, since this news of Paul and Anita Okoye separation hit the internet, I didn't really want to put my mouth, honestly, because there are things I will see like this, or I will hear. I said, I wish they are not true, you know. I wish something like this is not happening, because this couple, they have been living their life, private life, and in fact it hit a lot of people, even me, that something like this unexpectedly just came up, Nobody heard anything. Nobody heard they were having hiccups in their marriage. All of a sudden, what we heard is a divorce petition from Anita to Paul Okoye. So, this relationship is 17 years, a 17 years relationship, friendship 10 years, married life 7 years, and they are breaking up now. So people should be careful, a lot of things are happening. They didn't just wake up. Anita didn't just wake up and start writing this, or start petitioning Paul. This Anita, the family welcomed her so much. They welcomed her, they celebrated her, they supported their marriage, unlike the other twin, Peter and Lola. No one saw this coming, honestly, because it was even the Lola that the family was kicking against, that they were thinking that she might not make a good wife, or will be a problem for the family. So they kicked against her, because while the mother was alive, the mother didn't really want Peter to marry Lola, because of her own personal reason. But we later hear that it was because Lola was older than Peter, and she was from Yoruba, and so. But to me, that is not really a reason. After all, Anita, that the family supported, was he Igbo? He was from River State. So when the mother died, Peter went ahead and married Lola. So the family said no, and Peter stood his ground and married Lola, and they are happy, still happy. But Anita, that they supported everything, it is now the problem that the family is facing. Anyway, guys, after 7 years of their marriage, Anita filed a divorce. She is claiming irreconcilable differences. In Anita's petition to court, she said Paul has denied her any form of companionship and love, which are the integral components of every marriage, She mentioned, of course, lack of spousal support, which is the reason she is filing the divorce. She said Paul neglects his responsibilities as a husband by refusing to support and cater for her and the children. She also said they no longer have a communication. They no longer have communication as couple, So according to her petition, she said, how did she put? She said the marriage has broken down irretrievably because of lack of love and the compatibility. She also claimed that Paul is extremely indifferent towards her feelings. So, guys, all these things I'm saying out now, I am not the one that said it. It is what is contained in the petition you are seeing on the screen as you are hearing my voice now. So, guys, um, it is not a joke. If all these things are true, it is not really a joke. It is a serious matter. And Paul has not really said anything about it, or his lawyer has never said anything. You know, if Paul received such petition, he would have activated his lawyer, you know. But his lawyer said Paul has never brought such to his knowledge. Meanwhile, an internet user has written 2 pages why Anita wanted a divorce. So, guys, let me just read it out so that you people will hear. I know it is not a new thing. A lot of people have seen it. A lot of people have seen this online. But I want to read it out, and from there, I make 1 or 2 comments according to my opinion. So, this woman, after dividing a man and his own twin, destroying the entire family bond, and crushing a joint music big business, you want to file for a divorce? What has the family not lost since you came informally? P Square was on top when you came, now shattered. Where are they? You didn't consider what Paul has gone through because of you in the past 6 years. You didn't consider the children. You considered nothing. You don't consider where Paul picked you from, gave you game, and empowered you. This is a big mess. You don't go into a marriage that has no respect for your family. You don't even know what will be the outcome. She wanted P Square to break up so that Paul can be on her own. She got it. She asked Paul to make her a director in the new company, Rude Boy Records. He agreed. She asked Paul to fire his manager and replace him with her younger brother, who studied music at Unilag and also a diploma in business management. He refused. She requested that she wants to be traveling with Paul to all his events and shows. He refused. She heard that P Square are planning to get back together and told Paul not to attend any reconciliation meeting. He ignored her. She then decided to starve him of sex for 5 months just to make him know she is upset. Paul told Jude's wife to beg her, but Anita stood her ground. So Paul decided to get a girlfriend who he rented a house for at Okoye, and he stopped begging her for sex. In December, she refused to allow her kids to attend the yearly Okoye Christmas party at Jude's house, which Jude's wife condemned. In March, she requested that she wanted to take the kids to holiday in the US, where her sister is based. Paul told her to wait till August, but she refused. When Paul went for a show in UK in April, she took the kids and fled to US without his permission. In June, Paul paid a surprise visit to her sister's place in the US, only to discover she wasn't staying there. She was in another state, Utah, with her ex-boyfriend, one Peterside, from the same village with her in Rivers State. Paul asked to see the kids, but she refused, so he left and returned to Nigeria. She was expecting him to file for divorce, but after waiting for months and not hearing from him make any move, she decided to file it herself. Paul has never hit her. He was giving her 3 million a month as upkeep. So guys, that is the write-up, you know. This person, the writer, explained literally why Anita wanted a divorce. But my question is the writer speaking for Paul? Because in this type of case now, in this write-up now, it seems the writer is blaming Anita and on the side of Paul. We don't know if what is written here now is true or false. Maybe the person has written his own point of view, his opinion, what he thinks. Because truly, since after P-Square got married, Paul got married, and Peter got married, their music is no more like before. Individually, they are not doing well. They were doing well when they were together. But what I'm asking now is this person now speaking on behalf of Paul, because we have not heard from Paul. According to people, they said it is a close member, a close family friend, or one of the Paul's inner caucus. But this particular write-up now, I saw it in Osita Iheme's page. My question is it Osita that wrote this, or he saw it somewhere and decided to repost it? Is this write-up true? Is this Paul's side of the story? For some people who always seek for other side of the story, is this now Paul's side of the story? Don't forget that Paul was called to be interviewed on this matter, and he said he doesn't have any time for this bullshit, and he hung up. So did the person that wrote this thing and put it out there, did Paul confide in him or in her? Don't believe what is on internet. Don't believe what is written out there. Don't believe. I am not supporting Anita, and I am not on the side of Peter. This marriage has gone a long way. They should consider their children. They should consider the sanity of their children. People should be careful. Why I didn't want to speak on this matter was because a lot were coming up. Immediately, people said yes, because Paul pregnanted the house girl. He was beating Anita. But now, we are hearing another side, that Anita has been trying so hard to dominate, to control, and to own. If all these things are true, we should not forget that it is too dangerous to dominate. You can't control a man. No matter how you think you own him, you can't control him. You cannot say you want to be the director of Rude Boy. He gave you that. You now turn around and said you want him to sack his manager and bring your own brother. It is selfishness. So if he should sack that manager now, that person now will become jobless. And So maybe if he had granted you all these ones now, you will be looking for another thing again to be requesting. No, it's not possible that you will be following Paul everywhere he goes. Maybe once in a while you can travel with him, but not regularly. If I'm talking, if all these things is true, if all these things in this write-up is true, because I can't believe that this is true, because for Anita to marry Paul, he would have known, she would have known that this is how the life will look like, because they didn't start today. Even while they were in the university, Peter and Paul had started going for shows, cinemas, concerts. Was she following them then? Because they started long time ago. If she was following them then, she should know that it was then. Now she is married. She's also have some marital duties, especially to the children. She has to be there for the children as the mother. Now there are children involved. If she was following them, following Paul everywhere before they got married, because she was single then, she doesn't have much to do. But now she is married, there are children, she can at least, the rate at which she follows Paul up and down should not be a problem. It should not cause a problem, because a lot of things are happening. People can stay in their comfort house and write up something and bring it out. People should not forget about the issue of Michael Usufo Ataga and Brenda Usufo Ataga. How someone that wrote something that almost everybody believed, that Brenda was having an affair with one Izu and was looking for more evidences to divorce. All these things came out and people read it and it sounds so real, and people started believing it. So why I'm saying this is that people should be careful. Let us be careful what we read and what we believe, because we have not heard from Paul. I know in every atom of rumor, in every rumor, there must be atom of truth. There must be an element of truth. But let us not, because of a quest of pulling crowd on our pages or writing or making things so that people will watch and view us and comment us, then we'll be forging things and I didn't say that this thing is for, because I'm not sure. Let us be careful with what people write out and dish out in internet. People are writing things, terrible things these days. They will be in their house and they will forge something and they will write it. The person must have written this thing now, maybe based on what he heard, on what he knew about the family or about the marriage. But it might not really be the Anita didn't just wake up today and say he wants that. In fact, let us, everybody, be, this is a marriage issue. This is a marriage issue. We should be careful on how we put our mouth and how we dish out informations. What if after everything, tomorrow they come together? Everybody, all of them that wrote all these things, how will you, if you are a family member or a close friend, how will you now face them? So guys, let me stop here. I have come to the end of this video. Please don't forget to like my video, subscribe to my channel, and on the bell notification icon, so that anytime I upload a new video, you will be the first to be notified. So on this note, I am saying bye bye.